Thanks. Thanks to all for this great union, for the principle it lives by. Allow me to tender my thanks to all. By our recent successes, the reconstruction of the national authority, which has had a large share of my thought right from the beginning, is pressed much more closely upon us, and it is fraught with difficulty. I intend to proceed with caution and to accept advice from my counselors insofar as it appears to be true advice. But I want to thank you for the assurance that you render me by your very presence here, that I shall continue to be supported by citizens such as yourselves in the efforts that I am determined to make to restore this union and to make it a union of hearts and hands as well as of states. I'm thankful to God for the approval of the people, as evidenced by my re-election. But while grateful for their confidence in me, at least if I know my heart, my gratitude is free from any taint of personal triumph. It has been no pleasure for me to triumph over anyone, and I do not impugn the motives of anyone who has been opposed to me. But I give thanks to God for the people's resolve to stand by free government and the principle that it lives by. You see, my friends, I still believe that sentiment in our Declaration of Independence that proclaims all men are created equal remains the great fundamental principle upon which all our future liberty rests. The question of this hour is, cannot this government be restored on that same principle? If it can, I will be one of the happiest men alive if I can so help to do that. But if it cannot, it will be awful, my friends. If this country cannot be restored without giving up that principle, I would rather be assassinated on this very spot than to surrender that. I'm loath to close. We are not enemies, but friends. We must not be enemies. Though passion may have strained, it must not break our bonds of affection. Surely the mystic cords of memory, stretching over every battlefield and every patriot grave to every living heart and hearthstone all over this broad land, will yet swell the chorus of union when touched, as surely they will be by the better angels of our nature. And so, with malice towards none, and with charity for all, and with firmness in the right, as God gives us to see the right, let us strive on to finish this work we are in, to bind up the nation's wounds, to care for him who shall have borne the battle, for his widow and his orphan, and to do all which may achieve and cherish a just and a lasting peace among ourselves and with all nations.